It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Tannehill on first down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, run early.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. From the 29, Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, he'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe.
When it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast?
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll go in the books.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Able to find Lazard. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Tannehill throwing again. This will go to Henry out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Tannehill on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big time.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Welcome back now here in London. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 4th down, here's Lawrence. And he finds McLaurin. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. But to throw again is Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
16 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You going to?
They have to, because when you get to 4, if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Tannehill now to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tannehill on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line. Shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching it's like that downfield,
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Tannehill. And caught by Henry. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
To the air again, Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to